It's catching yourself in that thought and saying, no, I believe in myself. I can do it.
You have to be real, and you have to deal with those things in order to get to a point where everything is fine and everything is okay.
That is real. Like, that's a real thing.
Like, I know what I need. I know who I am. This is not that.
Always be kind to others because you actually don't know what they're going through.
You're listening to episode 23 of the Apology Void podcast.
And today we are going to reflect on last week's episode. So we had our first male guest, Zach, who was amazing, I might say myself. And we spoke about kindness to ourselves and others. We spoke about our belief in ourselves, and anxiety is lying to you. That's something that really stood out for me. So I'm really excited to reflect on that episode with him.
Yeah, Zach was an incredible first male guest and honestly first American guest too. Like, what a great combo of a human to have on this podcast.
I don't
Wow.
even know him, and I'm like, he's amazing.
He really is. He really is. And like, I got to know so many cool things about him during that episode that I wasn't aware of. And it's wild what happens when you just sit down and talk to someone. Like, of course, I had seen all of his shirts and hats that say, your anxiety is lying to you and you are enough. And I was like, well, that's enough to tell me that you need to come talk. But also everything else about you.
You do learn a lot when you are just sitting in a space with people and just having a conversation. It doesn't have to have any intention around the conversation. It's just everyone being open, which we have talked about before, open-minded and open to listen. It's amazing what you learn about other people, but also what they could teach you.
Yeah. Something we were talking about right before we came on here is sitting around a table and how you learn about people and their beliefs and everything simply by asking questions and being open with them. And I feel like we talked about this in the episode with Zach. If we all just showed up with a little more kindness, a little more acceptance, and a little more openness to what everyone has to say, the world would just be a much better place. Like, if we were kind to ourselves, but also kind to the people around us, because we all have different experiences and beliefs and things that have made us who we are.
100%. And let's start with kindness towards ourselves, because I feel like that's a really difficult topic for people. I think we are programmed to think negative thoughts and speak negative thoughts to ourselves. For example, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I won't be successful, so I may as well not try. All of those things, unfortunately, come naturally. And it's really conscious effort to shut that down. And we did speak about that a little bit with Zach. It's a daily thing. It's catching yourself in that thought and saying, no, I believe in myself. I can do it. And even saying that out loud.
Yeah. I was reading part of the book you recommended, The Slight Edge.
Yay.
Yeah, I actually just finished it. And I feel like one of the topics that was talked about in there was even the verbiage that you use with yourself and how that itself is a slight edge tactic. Like, it builds that part of yourself up because the world that you live in is created through your own words. And those aren't just words that you say out loud. They're the ones you say internally too. You are creating your world, your life, your entire being, the way other people perceive you, the way you perceive everything else. Like, you build that through every word that you choose. And the negative words are so overwhelming in our world that it really is a choice. You have to make the choice to use the positive, kind words with yourself. And it's not easy. It is not easy. Have I talked to you at all about my journey in that? I don't know if I've talked about it on here.
I think we've touched on parts of it, but not the whole thing, no.
Yeah. I didn't have an eating disorder, but I had a lot of disordered eating habits. How about that? And I know I've touched on that before, but also a lot of really negative self-talk, a ton of negative self-talk. And, for all his faults, my ex-husband had a lot of also really good points too. And there are a lot of really beautiful things that came from our relationship. One of which was when I would say something negative about myself, he would actually take me to a mirror and say something nice. Say something genuinely nice that you like about yourself. And it took that practice over and over and over again on a daily basis, not just from him, but also from me to like get to a point where I didn't hate myself and where I actually was able to like speak kind words because I saw everything that I did as a failure. Like I didn't get a perfect score on a test, so I was failing at something, or like things didn't go perfectly, so I was failing at something. And that anxious voice was so reinforced already and so natural in my brain that it really took reprogramming step by step by step by step by step by step by step to get to a point where now I'm like everything is awesome. Yeah.
Everything is awesome.
Duh, duh, duh.
Everything is
Everything is
cool if you
cool when
want to
you're part of a
believe.
team.
Oh, part of
Everything
a
is
team.
awesome when you're
Saying the wrong
living a
words.
dream. Yeah.
Are we just old for knowing that movie? No, surely not.
Honestly, no, because people are still learning it. Like that song. Like current students within my studio are still learning that
Learning
song.
that.
It's still being used in like music therapy sessions. And so I'm like, it's not that old yet.
It's so catchy.
It's so catchy, man. It's so
I
catchy.
love
And
it.
you know what? Maybe that's what we all need is like a personal playlist and to wake up to that. Like maybe that's your song with your alarm in the morning. Just like bump, 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 bump.
Waking up
Wake
to
up.
that.
Everything is awesome. Ba-da-da. And like, yeah, no, not everything in the world is awesome, but you are. And you can show up and be awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for the little
Well,
song
I'm
break.
glad that your ex-husband did that. I just give
Me
him a
too.
song break.
I'm
Sometimes
very
it does
glad.
take. I am too, because sometimes it does take that external person. If we're just stuck in that circle and over and repetition, it is really hard to go stop that ourself and put in a positive thought. And the slight edge, you said, that's a really good example, because even just one, not every thought in your day has to be positive. It just
Correct.
1%. Like if you catch yourself at one time, today or tomorrow or the next day, in a negative thought and change it, that's 1% better. And then the next 1% better. But it does work the opposite. And he speaks about that in the book. You know, you can do the slight edge the other way. So if you feed that, that's 1% more negative and then 1% more negative. So great book,
really,
number one.
incredible book.
But
like
also
having never read it, incredible book. And the audiobook, excellent. Loved it.
I've never
Listen to
done the
that.
audiobook, actually.
I listened to it while I was doing a lot of yard work and some of my many drives, which have been numerous. I've spent so many hours in the car, Sal. So many hours.
This guy, I reckon, has lived in the car more often than not over the past 2 weeks. Or however long it's been.
My business partner, also known as my mother, was like, well, we should schedule all of our visits for September. And I said, look here, Mom. I need a month at home to just like catch up on all of the things. Like we can hit it hard again. Like we could do one visit, but like I need a solid couple weeks to just like catch up on everything else and maybe not spend a night in a hotel. That'd be cool.
But also,
We'd
where are
like
you
that.
going?
Oh, I'm going on vacation. That's different, Sal.
I just need to be at home, but I'm going on
Gosh dang
vacation.
it.
No, I support that.
We rented a house on Lake Michigan with a private beach.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Like, come on. And it's
Come
like
on.
perfect weather. Perfect campfire on the beach. Sit out on the deck with your cup of coffee weather. Like wear a sweatshirt, bundle up, wear this lovely like flannel that I have because it's fall. It's gonna be fall. And yeah, just do that. Anyway, yes, I need to not travel, but also I'm going on vacation. different things. And then once I go on vacation, though, I'll come home and I'll be home for like 3 weeks.
Solid. 3 weeks solid.
Solid 3 weeks.
That's long for you.
It's true. I don't know when I'm going to get in all my audiobooks. It's a
You
problem.
just while you're doing housework, I put your headphones on and just cleaning
That's
up.
actually true. I usually like attach it to my pants and just play it in the background or put it over one of my speakers. Anyway, the slight edge, coming back to that, the slight edge is really a life philosophy on how you are getting just an ounce better every day. You're creating slight itty bitty changes that add up. You know, there's all these things where like a cent, a penny doesn't make a difference really. But if that penny compounds over time, it becomes a mass wealth. And it's that thing with literally everything. And if you take that approach with how you speak to yourself and how you reflectively listen to other people too, game changer. Complete and total game changer. When you stop saying the words like, I can't do that, you stop with excuses. I have another thing.
Tell me, go, what?
When people say, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You just did like the big whole head roll, not even just like an eye roll. This was like the head roll. When people say, I don't have the time, that's so not accurate. That is depriving yourself of a possible great experience and also an excuse. Everyone has the same 24 hours. You are just choosing to prioritize things differently. You are choosing other priorities. So when we start changing our language to be the I can't, I won't, I'm too busy, I don't have time, when you take all those negatives out and start replacing them with the possibilities and the like, oh, maybe this is possible. Just a slightly better version, like the expansion on that is endless. Endless. I got very excited.
No, it's true because I say this time and time again. And I just want to say, though, like when you switch that thought or words to a positive, so whether it be rather than I don't have time, saying it's not a priority, that's also not a negative thing. I just want to put that out there that
Yes.
you can choose not to do it, and that is more than okay.
Yes.
You mentioned we all have the same 24 hours, which is absolutely true, but we also all lead different lives.
Correct.
For example, if you have children, if you have like chronic illness, if you have a full-time job, if you have multiple jobs because the world we currently live in, that is all valid.
Yeah.
And those priorities will change depending on your situation. So
Correct.
rather than saying I don't have time, that is then a negative thought. Saying that's not a priority for me right now is fine. But it also empowers you. Yeah, I have other priorities. That's also empowers you, though. It's a positive thing. I'm choosing not to do that because I want to or have to do something else. And that's fine. I don't have time. Oh, fuck off, honestly. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have time. I get it. But really, please, just because I have to catch myself out with that still sometimes, even though I don't like it so much.
Yeah.
I've got still, because it's so natural just to say I'm busy or I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
Natural.
And it's simply that you are choosing other priorities, and that is completely and totally and wonderfully fine.
Yep.
Completely. Do that. You were starting to say, empower. It empowers you. And I think that's so accurate. It empowers you in so many big ways to actually, like, one, not only say, I don't have time for that, but it empowers you to change the narrative and shift and recognize what your actual priorities are. And then show those more gratitude and show those more intention. And when you show up and you make those choices with intention, it changes everything. It changes that whole dialogue that's internal to something so much more positive with so much more potential. It's truly Truly wonderful. When you start just
Yeah.
recognizing the words you say and how they impact every piece of your actual reality.
Mm. And you said before, it's not even words out loud, that it's just
Yeah.
what we think, like our thoughts and our beliefs. And that's also relates to something that we spoke about with Zach as well. So one, he was wearing this on his hat. So your anxiety is lying to you. And whether it be
Yeah.
anxiety or beliefs, or it doesn't have to be anxiety, our thoughts lie to us. So that is absolutely true. It doesn't have to be the words that you're speaking out loud, because our thoughts create our beliefs, which create our words, which create our actions. We briefly spoke about that in this episode and have before.
It's a
But
whole loop.
it's a whole loop. It's just that thought. And if we are anxious, or if we are fearful, or if we are nervous, or all of these emotions which we experience doing things or making a change or putting ourselves out there, that will start that negative thought. So if you're anxious about something, I can't do it. You won't say it, but you're thinking that. And then out loud, you're sort of saying yes. You know, I'm trying to articulate myself. So you're thinking I can't. You're saying yes, but it won't happen well or at all if the thought is still negative, even though the yes is coming out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yes.
Does that make sense?
You have to have the thought and the belief behind
Yes.
it. Because if the belief structure and like another book, Start With Why. If you don't start with the
Simon
why,
Sinek. Best.
see, if you don't start with the
Here you go, team.
why, I'm like, if you don't have it, I'll pull it from my shelf over here.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
I think I do, yeah. But it's the starting with the why. Why are you doing this? What do you actually want your life to look like and feel like? I was talking about this on another podcast a couple years ago, but did you know that you only actually experience an emotion for a matter of seconds? Like the actual emotion you experience for, I want to say like 7 seconds. It's a really short time. And from there, you are choosing what to empower and what to give power to. You're choosing to sit in that emotion or to move on from it. You are choosing what to do with that. And that's so important. If you start to understand that, like that feeling, that anxious, that sadness, that fear, that anger, that whatever it is, literally only exists in like a 7-second seven. Oh my gosh, I can't words. 7-second
Segment.
segment. That's what I
Were
meant
you
to
going to
say.
say segment? That's what I thought you were going to say. 7 seconds. Say that 7 times. 7 seconds.
Anyway,
segment.
you get the point. Yeah. 7-second
I
segment.
do.
There it is. Sal, it might be past 5 p.m. here, but I promise you I have not had a drink or anything yet. This is just sober me stumbling over my words. I had a tongue tie release like 3 years ago. They lasered a tongue tie release. I had a tongue tie. Yeah.
Oh,
As
interesting.
an adult, I had a tongue tie release done because what it was doing is causing me to talk with a lisp later in the day because the muscles in my face would get so tense.
Oh.
Anyway, they lasered right through it, and honestly, the tension headache release has been amazing.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I still
I guess so,
stumble.
because it's like...
Yeah, all of it. It's all of it.
I stumble all the time.
But I still
Don't
stumble
care.
over some of the words regularly. And the whistling S's still come out. Any hoodles.
Oh,
what
we're
we were
judging you
saying.
so hard right now. No, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
I'm not. We embrace kindness here
yeah,
to
100%.
ourselves and others. Just saying.
Oh, I don't care that I stumble over my words.
No.
I don't give 2 shits. No. I'm like, it's
shit.
just who I am. This is me. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. I feel like we need a whole musical episode at this point, Sal.
We don't. We don't. Because nobody wants to listen to me singing. I'm telling you right now. Like, I'll sit here and go like this. But
I want to
yeah.
listen to you singing.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't.
You are
Look, because there's
choosing
one
not
thing about
to.
I am choosing not to. Because there's one thing about being kind to yourself. Like I could say I'm a really good singer. There's also reality. And I'm happy to accept that my singing is not phenomenal. It's not even good, to be honest. So that's just fine. I'm okay with that. I'm not, it's just factual information.
There's a difference between being kind to yourself and being delusional.
Yeah. Delusion does help, though.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like, I just want to touch on that because when you are going for for example, if you're going for a really big goal, right? Like something way above what you've ever set before, like it is not even in the realm of what you've ever achieved. So you've got no evidence that it could be possible for you. You kind of have to be a little bit delusional.
Right.
Like I'm achieving that no matter what.
Oh, 100%. 100%, yes.
And that
But
can be a bit delusional.
there's a difference
good
between
way.
saying, I love the stars and I am an astronaut. Like,
yeah, but you could become an astronaut.
no. Not
Well,
with
you
my motion
could.
sickness.
If you
Ain't no
wanted
way.
to.
If I tried really hard, Sal, I could, but I don't
I believe that. Yeah, that's right. You know what? I'm choosing a different priority, which is not an astronaut. Oh my gosh, actually, sidetrack. We were sitting around I've been with my family for the last couple of weeks, and we were sitting around the table the other night putting out our top 5 least jobs, like favorite jobs that we would ever do.
Okay.
Astronaut didn't even come up, but hysterically in laughter because of the jobs that we were trying to come up with. Hysterical. Do you want some examples?
That sounds amazing. I want to know, like, what one of the top jobs you would not want to do is.
Priest.
Ooh.
That was in my list. Ship engine room was in my list.
No, thank you.
Like hard pass. What else was in my list? Abattoir.
Okay.
Abattoirs, whatever you say that. That is not a hard pass.
Just pass.
No, not doing it. I can't remember what else was in my list now, but we were, ship engine room, active military was in my list.
Yeah. Don't have a desire to do that job. To the people who do,
hats off.
good on you.
But it was really funny because we were saying all these different, I was throwing out ones that didn't actually make my top 5, like oil rig worker, for example.
Yeah, no desire.
I was like, no, absolute hard pass. But my dad was like, oh, that'd be all right. That wouldn't be that bad. I'm thinking, what?
Great. Good for you.
Great.
That's why it's for someone.
Yeah. And my mum was like, office worker. And I was like, I mean, okay, but that definitely doesn't make my top 5 least. But she was like, oh, no, office worker.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, great.
Sure. Everyone's got their
just
thing.
on the sidetrack from astronaut.
I would not want to be a doctor.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. Really.
Because surgeon actually made my top favorite.
I could be a surgeon maybe, but not like a GP.
Not like a GP. Yeah, GP. Okay, right. All right, give me a couple more.
Do we both call them GPs? That's exciting.
Yeah, GPs.
Yeah, I would not want.
It's hard to do on the spot, but give me a couple.
I wouldn't want to be a GP. I wouldn't want to be like an ocean fisherman.
Deep sea diver. Yeah, that came up.
Or just like deep sea fisherman. I have had bad experience in that realm, and I do not wish to repeat it. My body cannot do it. Long haul trucker. I don't think I want to do either. Yeah. Like in some ways it appeals, but again, too hard on the body to just like sit in one spot for that long. Those are some top ones.
Yeah. Good ones though. Good ones. It is hard to pick a top 5, like as in clear 5.
Like a boiler room maintenance person.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
No. That's not for me either.
And I've done some things. Like I've cleaned up roadkill. Like that was part of one of my jobs. So And I would rather do that than any of those things again.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I know. You just kind of, you do like, everyone's got different thoughts and
Yes.
beliefs around what they love and like. And no one was like, oh, is that your shit for thinking that? It's just
No.
like, how interesting that we were all so different.
Yeah. Everyone is so different. Everyone is so very different. A lot of people wouldn't want to do the jobs that I do. A
No.
lot of people don't want to own a business or be in that role. And I'm over here like, I love running payroll. It makes me very happy.
Whereas I'm like CEO number one. Like, I'm that. That is me.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Give me more. Give me more. Give me.
But some people
Anyway,
know are like, I
yeah.
couldn't think of anything worse than running a business.
Yeah, exactly. I know a couple people who are like, hands off. Absolutely no. Thank you. Which is
Mm.
why, coming back to today's topic, I feel like one of Zach's shirts, the other one that is You Are Enough, was
Mm.
so important because, like, you as you, in what you do, in who you are, in what you like to do, in your job, in your career, in your hobbies, you are enough. You are enough
Mm.
as you are. I'm not over here like, I'm upset because I'm not an astronaut and that's what I wanted to be in the 4th grade. Like,
No.
no.
And please don't do that. Like, I know it's really easy to look back on the past and being like, oh, I wish I did that. Or I imagine my dreams when I was a kid, yada, yada. Please don't
Yeah,
do that. Like, just go, okay, look, I am where I am now
yeah.
for a reason. I'm where I am because I'm supposed to be right here as I am. And if those niggling thoughts come up about, I wanted to be an astronaut or a fireman or a whatever that was when you were 15, if they're still there, you still can do that.
Take the
You are
steps.
enough right now and just take the steps to move forward. I
Yeah,
do think that phrase, like, I am enough, I love that.
yeah,
It's become a little bit cliche and I don't like it.
yeah.
It's like that live, laugh, whatever it is, live, laugh, love or something. You know, it's become a bit like that. Like, I am enough. People take the piss out of it now but
Yeah,
I love it. I
yeah.
wish it wasn't so cliche because it's really important. People need to know that.
Yeah, I think when we take it into a little deeper context of not necessarily like in your physical self, you are enough, or like everyone deserves a trophy
Mm.
style, you are enough, which is a different thing. Um,
Yeah.
I don't see you are enough as a participation award. How about that?
Mm. Yeah.
I see you are enough as a, like, in this world, as a human, you simply showing up and doing your best is enough.
Mm.
Do I
Yeah.
believe you should be a garbage human and be like, that's enough? No.
No.
I think that's a really negative take on that. Or like, when you use it in a way that's like, I've already done my part. Why would I do more? That's a problem. But when you use it in the version of, again, not the live, laugh, love, I am enough, but the you showing up as yourself, as your
Mm.
authentic self is enough. I think
Mm.
that, and when it's said with that, again, intention, then
Mm.
it makes a big difference. Then it makes an impact. Then it means something. Same with live, laugh, love. I think that saying probably started from a really good place. Like,
Probably did.
what you need in this life is to simply live, to laugh, and to love.
To
That's
love.
great. That's wonderful. Live, laugh, love. Love that. Great. If it's said with intention. But I think it has
Mm.
become a catchy shit phrase that we throw on our wall as just a I'm live, laugh, love, everything's good and dandy. When in reality, we're bitching about everything in our lives or talking negatively about ourselves. Like, it just,
Yeah.
when it has to have the alignment and the intention. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm. No, you're right, because I am enough, like, just having it plastered on your screensaver on your wall isn't actually enough. You know, it's about believing those other things, like believing that you are worthy, believing you're in the right place, believing that you deserve things that you work hard for, believing that you can achieve things. All of that is encompassed in the I am enough embodiment. It's not
Yeah.
just tick, I'm posting it on my wall because someone told me that to say that I'm enough,
Right. I mean, like
you know?
posting something positive is one thing, but it doesn't mean shit if you're not actually doing something with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not taking that belief, that ideology, and actually like living it in all you say and do, then why should I believe what you've posted?
Mm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, put it on the background of your phone. Go
Oh,
for it.
100%. Yeah, I'm not saying
But
don't do that.
also use that as a reminder to actually stop within your day, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I am enough.
Mm.
That's intention.
Mm.
That's not just a pretty screensaver.
Because also, I just, like, nobody believes if you're, okay, so, we have obviously done the work. We've spoken about this before. Generally believe we can do things, yada, yada, which
Yeah.
is amazing. Some people are not in that place yet.
Nope.
But again, I'll say it again, I've said it before, we don't always think that. There are
Correct.
negative thoughts still. I actually
100%.
know a couple of people, and honestly, they are, I'll say positive all the time or outwardly positive all the time. It's actually annoying because
Yes.
you're like, okay, that's actually not real because, I can post that I am enough or post an inspirational quote and then the next day be like, oh, fuck off. Like, everything's annoying me today. That is
Yeah.
real. Like, that's a real thing. I'm feeling like a dump because I set a goal and I didn't get it. It's okay. I pick myself back up, but it's not actually real to be like, I'm enough, live, laugh, love, la, 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 all day, every day. It's actually annoying. So
Yeah.
believe
Well,
it, encompass it, but be a real person about it too.
right. Like there's a difference between saying it and living it.
Yes. Are
There's
we
a
getting really
difference.
sidetracked? I don't know. I don't even
No,
know what
I
we're
think it's
talking about.
I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
great, Sal. We're on a path. We're on a mission here. I have my
We're
stress
on a
ball.
journey. Oh,
Like
you
we're
like these ones, yeah.
I'm like, ah. We're just
And I'm
oh my
just
gosh.
fidgeting all over the place today. I'm like,
We're just
I've got
moving
my legs
grooving.
crossed, my legs down, my legs up, my legs down. I'm itchy, fidgety.
Honestly,
I need a stress ball. I'm not even stressed. I just need one. I need that fidget spinner thing.
the fidget. Honest to God, fidgets are kind of the greatest thing, and I didn't realize I needed them until probably the past year and a half. And then I realized
I probably
how
need that.
much I need them for like I have so many sensory issues because I used to be that person who said all the positive things all of the time and was so just wonderful, happy, dappy, positive all the time. And
Interesting.
honestly, I think it was a good starting place,
Mm-hmm.
but I love who I am right now so much more
Mm.
because when I'm saying things, they come from such a true place. They're not just like they're not words that I'm saying just for practice and the sake of saying words. They're actually my beliefs now. And maybe it has to start. Maybe it has to start as just a picture. Maybe it has to start as posting the things online. Maybe it has to start with, putting all the catchy phrases up on your walls. Great. It's a starting place.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you from personal experience, when you dive into it and you do the hard work and you expose the hurt and the pain too, and you work through that to actually get to the point where you believe those things and you live
Mm.
them authentically in everything that you do, it is so worth it. So worth it. Can I say,
Mm.
I really value the fact that Zach brought up that he went to therapy.
Oh, yeah,
I was
100%.
like, a man saying that he went to therapy this is
Yeah.
brilliant.
So
This
real.
is
It's just
great.
so real. Yeah.
Yeah. And for him to talk about that journey of like going from a place of not believing in himself, not having the confidence, being seen and not heard, and going to a
Oh,
place where he
massive one.
has this beautiful voice and empowers other people through the real and the raw and just showing them who they are. Like the unfiltered version of themselves. It's so beautiful. It's so incredibly beautiful.
He's just a phenomenal human, obviously. Like,
Really is.
really. And real as well. I know we just touch on that. It's
Yes.
obvious that he is a real person and does experience challenges and does speak about those challenges and work through those challenges. He doesn't just pretend to be amazing all the time. Because on top of being annoying, it's actually exhausting for yourself because it's not sustainable. You can't
Correct.
pretend to be amazing all the time because you'll end up not being amazing because you'll be exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could speak on that from my own chronic health issues. Like, that is a big reason that they manifested as deeply as they did. It's part of the reason that, like, I couldn't hold a large cup. I couldn't even hold my mug. There is a reason that I couldn't, and it is because I was in so much underlying pain. And I was trying to mask all of it and just tell the world, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Everything's fine, everything's good. It was not fine. And things are not always fine. But that's okay.
100%.
You have to be real and you have to deal with those things in order to get to a point where everything is fine and everything is okay. And now, like, when things get real stressful, I deal with it so much differently. Yesterday, I had a super stressful work day. Like, I was working through some really tough stuff. And thankfully, I work for myself. So anytime I started to feel those emotions rise up, and I knew that it was just an emotional reaction, I got up and I took a walk. And I did deep breathing exercises, and I found my way back to myself and my center and not the emotion and frustration I was feeling. I was like, I know what I need. I know who I am. This is not that. And I was able to get up and practice positive coping mechanisms. So,
Yeah, lucky.
anyway.
Lucky you work for
There's
yourself. CEO, top 5.
Well, okay, lucky, and there's also some serious cons.
Hard
But
work. Yeah. And just before we wrap up, I know we're approaching the end, but I just want to say that reminds me of something else we were talking about with Zach, kindness to ourselves, but we didn't do this in this episode, touch on kindness to others. Always be kind to others because you actually don't know what they're going through. Support people in what they're doing, treat them with respect, treat them with kindness because they might be showing you that everything's amazing on the outside, but they're dying on the inside. So just you giving a little bit of kindness and respect to people can help them truly come out and believe that everything is fine, I guess.
Truly. We just brought someone onto our team for one of my businesses, and they've been through some hell, and they have had some very unkind people in their lives. And we didn't know that. We didn't know what they were dealing with, who they have been dealing with, what has been going on in their life, who has said what or what not. We just treated them with kindness and with the same respect we try to show everyone. And the amount of gratitude that they showed was overwhelming for simply being treated like, I don't know, like I would treat any other human, which is with kindness. But I had no idea what was going on, like behind the scenes. And now that I have some of that idea, I am simply in awe of their journey. And honest to goodness, you don't know. You don't know what people are going through. I mean, I was standing there in the grocery store almost crying when I read some of the things. And I was like,
And
but
you may never know either.
true. You probably will never know. With the strangers you pass on the street, with the people you run into in the grocery store, like a single word of kindness can do so much good, especially when somebody is like struggling behind the scenes and you don't know it. During my tough day, Sal, I got a shipment of my favorite coffee. It came to my door. I order it from a small local business in the town I used to live in. It is my favorite. You've seen me post about it a million times, but that's because it's my favorite and I love them. Anyway, I opened the box and on the flap, it had just a kind message. And
Oh,
let
I
me tell
love
you,
that.
that little kind message about hope this mocha's your day. It did. It did mocha my
Stop.
day.
I love that it's so, like, what's that word I'm thinking of? It's like,
Punny.
not punny. Yes, I love that too. It's so good.
It's
I
so
love
bad,
puns.
but it's so
It's so
good.
bad.
It's such a bad dad
That's so
joke.
good.
Um,
I love
yeah,
dad
but
jokes.
those little things can make the biggest difference. So, like,
They can.
just live with kindness and show up
Mm.
with kindness and understanding for other people. You've been through
Mm.
some stuff, and so has everyone else. Show some empathy,
100%.
damn it.
Shows it. That's it. Shows me empathy. The end. Well, I loved having Zach on the podcast. I think he was a phenomenal guest, and I think he had so much value to add. So I'm
100%.
excited to bring more guests on the show. So stay tuned. Who knows when that will be?
Yee.
I'm sure, we'll keep that going.
Drop us a line. Let us know when you want
If
that. Do
you,
you want more
yeah.
guests? Do you have an idea for a guest? Do you want to be a guest?
Do you want to be a guest? Yes.
Do you want to be a guest?
If you want to be a guest, let us know. We would love to have you on the show. And remember, we are on Spotify, YouTube, and follow us on Instagram.
Yay! All right, chat soon.
Bye.
Bye.